Hey guys, so today I wanted to make a video to show you how to change the rear camera in the Galaxy Note Edge. So next what we want to do is, if you grab the phone right here in the top, right underneath the power button, there's a little slot. You just put your finger in there and you just pry up and the back cover comes off just like that. To remove the battery, just put your thumbnail right in this notch down here in the bottom and you can pick it up. The battery comes out just like that. So next what we're going to be using is a Phillips screwdriver size 000, as you can see, and I'm going to be using a plastic pry tool to pry stuff with. You don't necessarily need this, you can use your fingernails for most things, as I'll explain during the video. But what I wanted to show you is I'll include links in the video description for any tools that I'm going to be using to work on this, any screwdrivers or the parts that I'm going to be using in this video. I'll include links where I found them for a good price and I'll pass that along to you guys. So anything that I think might be helpful to you, I'll include links in the video description so you can find them easy. So next you will want to make sure to remove your SIM card if you have one in there and your memory card, and you also want to remove your S Pen here just to be safe. And then next what we're going to do is use this screwdriver size 000, and we're going to go ahead and remove all these Phillips screws that you can see here. There's 15 of them and you're going to want to remove them all, and they should all be the same size so you don't have to worry about confusing them. So next what you can do once you have all these screws out is we can just pry up carefully in this corner right here. Excuse my hands. But if we just kind of work our way around here, it likes to hold quite a bit here in the bottom, but you just carefully pry up and then the back cover comes off just like that. So next what we'll need to do is use something and pry up on these little antenna wires right here. There's a little white one there and then there's a red one, and we'll just pry up on them, just get them up out of the way for now. And then what I'm going to do is use this plastic pry tool, or you can use your fingers for this if you don't have one. We're going to pry up on this connector right here. We're going to pry up on this connector right here as well. And then we're going to have to pry up on this connector right here for the front camera. Then we need to remove this connector right down here as well. Pry up on that. Then we can start prying up on this right here, the logic board, just anywhere so you can get under it. Watch these connectors here kind of slide this way. And then carefully tip this up, as there's a connector underneath here as well for the charging port. And so if we can get under that connector, just pry that connector off and the whole logic board comes out just like that. To change the rear camera, what you will need to do is just pry up right under this connector right here. This is all one piece. You can just slide under there. That has adhesive under it. And you pry up and the rear camera comes out just like that. So to replace it, grab your new part. Make sure if it has adhesive film on the back side that you peel it off. What I wanted to show you is, in order to get this in, we have to snap the connector for the rear camera into the board from the bottom side first before we put it in. Then we can go ahead and just set this down in. Now we have to be careful and we have to connect this connector first on the bottom right here. Now it's a little tricky, but just make sure that it's all connected. Here, we'll do this a little better here. Make sure that it's all pressed down properly there. So then what we can do is go ahead and make sure all this stuff is out of the way. I'm going to use the tweezers here to get this antenna out of the way. And make sure this little connector here is out of the way. Then as we set this down, we're going to have some other connectors up here. It helps to kind of come this way first, and then we can carefully go this way. Then we got this connector interfering again. So it's just a little, just be patient, take your time. And as you set it down in there, yeah, just watch all these connectors here. These are all can be problems. So let's just go ahead and start reconnecting the connectors. So first, we'll connect that connector. Then we'll go ahead and connect this one. Do the front camera. Do this connector. Then let's go ahead and reconnect this red connector right here. So that goes right there. And we'll go ahead and reconnect this white one right there. So it takes a little doing to get them on square, but just take your time because you don't want to mess these up at all. And then just make sure the wires are laying down in their tray like they're supposed to. So next what we're going to want to do is just grab the back part, set it down on there. Then we're going to just make sure that it snaps down in to place. And you can feel it clicking in different places. And then go ahead and put all your 15 screws in here, and doesn't matter what order, they're all the same size, and just do that next. So now that we have all our screws back in, if you have anything to put in like your S Pen or your SIM card or memory card, go ahead and do that at this time. So next, grab your battery and use the connectors on this side, and on this side you can line it up. Only goes one way. Just go ahead and set your battery down in there. And to put your back cover back on, just grab your back cover, set it down on there, just work your way around all the way down, and you're all set. Thanks for watching.